album by like 80, but not starting one until I'm like 70.
That's the move.
Yeah, I want to smoke crack at like 70.
Homeboys activate.
What is your major malfunction?
Because then it doesn't matter if I get addicted.
Your teeth are already gone.
Everything doesn't matter.
Yeah.
I got on my pension. I'm in a home or whatever.
Okay.
You know,
Good.
and then it's like, and then how funny is it to be the guy in the old folks' home who's smoking crack?
That's pretty awesome.
Yeah, to be at the little lunch table with the ladies.
I want to say there's not a lot of drugs that people get addicted to that are like you take by a suppository. Like that'd be weird.
They should make rectal weed.
Rectal slow release CBD.
Dude, who the fuck was I? I worked with this dude who told us he was like a kind of a crazy guy, and he once told us when there was like nothing to do, he was like, and he told us the story of how his mom used to make him take all of his medicine rectally.
What?
Really?
And he hated it so much. Like up until he was like
his cough syrup and shit like that.
every pill that she could get in a suppository, she would for him.
I see.
And so she'd make him take all his like pills up his ass, and he said that like after, so she'd like put a pill in his butt, and he'd hate it so much he'd like run out into their yard and hide behind a bush and like pull it out.
Jesus.
And so he said like after like years of this, there was just like a pile of pills in their yard.
Smelly poop pills.
Yeah, like poo covered pills in the yard.
Did you guys ever have to do like the butt thermometers?
I've never had anything at my butt except a couple fingers.
That's gay.
Except a finger or two, you know what I mean?
I don't know. I don't know why, but occasionally when I was a kid, I had to get my temperature taken via my asshole.
It's because you were a biter.
I think that's a thing. I don't think that was unique to me.
Oh, well, yeah.
I'm pretty sure.
Oh no, I got a rectal thermometer.
Okay, good. Good.
I mean, lots of weird stuff up my ass.
So I'm not the only one.
I've only had exclusively dicks in my butt, boys.
Oh, okay.
Oh, you're just
Gym
purely
teachers.
organic.
Yeah, gym
Well.
teachers, theater teachers, coaches.
You should try out a rectal thermometer sometime.
Yeah, it seems a little small.
It's a lot more accurate.
It's a good way to get a temperature of your sexuality.
Yeah, just to know.
Are you enjoying this or not?
I mean, I do. I love the experience of pooping.
There's
Yeah.
some good ones. There's some bad ones, though, man.
Yeah, when it feels like you're just when it feels like you're just like slipping a trap door out, you know, like, and then it just
When
You're
you get a
talking about
nice
after a
release,
night-
it's great. But when it's like you're trying to like squeeze the last remnants of the toothpaste out,
that's kind of my fave.
you know, and you just know at the end that it's gonna be trying to like wipe the color off a marker.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
it's just
yeah.
like it just doesn't stop.
Just a Sharpie.
And then you clog the toilet, and your toilet plunger's broken, so you have to drive to Walmart right before it closes and like beg the people to let you in to buy a plunger. You know when that happens.
Yeah. I know
Yeah.
that feel.
I
Yeah.
just used a plunger 2 days ago.
Now you didn't say for what? For the
For
toilet, or were you up
obviously
to
hiding a dead body.
were
No,
you up
for-
to mischief with that?
I woke up and I had my morning constitutional, and like the porcelain was under pressure, like you could feel it.
Yeah.
Like it's one of those things where if you're squatting over the toilet and you're taking a poo, you can feel your own like hot breath, like a
Yeah,
dragon
yeah,
just
yeah.
breathing up your back.
yeah.
And I was like, oh man, this is like it feels. At a certain point, you're just like, I've made so much stuff, and there's only a small amount of space below me.
Yeah.
And like you go to flush it because you're worried, but you're not done.
Yeah.
And like it just started plugging and
Oh.
clogging and filling with water, and like I got up, I still had like a little bit of a tail hanging out of me, and I just started hacking like a lumberjack, just pushing it down as the water is going,
Nice.
just making a huge mess.
It's funny to use a plunger not as like a pressure device, but just as like just shoving poo down.
Just squishing it down.
It's like a stick.
Again, it's not even creating a seal on the porcelain. It's just as like a push tool.
Well, those are the moments where you can tell like a lot about somebody, where when the poo is rising, the
Yeah.
water's rising, like what are
Pressure's
they gonna
on.
do? And
Yeah.
I'm a fighter, man.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm a fighter.
You ever see anybody with a poop knife
a poop knife.
for cutting up the logs so that it, like if it's particular? I know I've just heard about this. I don't have one.
Was that a
it's,
thing?
It's a thing. People will keep like if you see like a butter knife near someone's toilet, it's for like particularly firm logs that they like will slice up in the bowl so
I
that
thought
it
it's
goes
for
down,
buttering your toast when you're there.
or just scraping
don't you just use your toilet brush for that and mush it up and get like shit all over your toilet brush? No?
That's what the thinking man does.
That works unless you're like too high up on the Bristol stool scale.
Oh, okay.
Then the brush won't work.
Yeah,
Yeah,
because at that point you're basically trying to cut concrete.
I guess so. Yeah. I guess. Okay.
What's that
Where?
test they do for hardness with the ball, the steel ball?
Oh, malleability.
But what is it called? There's
Oh,
like a term
man.
for that test.
Yeah, I can't remember the test. God damn it.
I wonder what like poop would score, like your average poop.
Oh man, that depends.
Yeah, it's
You
gonna
were a
vary
drunk.
wildly. I would
Yeah.
imagine.
Like average poop, like just healthy, normal.
Like
I don't
what was the worst after a night of drinking that you had?
Whoa, it was just fucking. Well, because I'd have. It usually wouldn't hit me until like 3 or 4 the next day. I wasn't like a wake up, and it was. I'd have beer farts for about 6 hours from when I get up, and then it's usually like I could go to work, and then the day when I get home, I would start my next session of drinking with like of an enormous fucking. It's just the craziest. Like just like Dumb and Dumber when
Yeah.
he gets the laxatives just sitting on the toilet.
Oh jeez.
All right, we should mention Fishtank.
Oh,
early,
yeah,
so we
yeah,
get
yeah.
The algorithm. So yeah, we're the Chrome Boys. We're back
We're
And
fucking
again
super
as we're
back.
we're always bringing you guys top tier guests in different fields. We're bringing in comedy masterminds,
Yeah.
train experts, gun experts,
Lawyers,
lawyers,
Jewish people.
like feces analysts.
poop guys.
So in that vein, bringing you guys the most exciting and diverse guest list possible. Nick McQuik is back.
Hey guys, it's been a minute.
Pickle Nick is here.
Pickle Nick.
Yeah,
Here.
Pickle Nick in the studio. And we're doing the long-awaited, much anticipated Fishtank review.
And this is sunglasses on episode.
Sunglasses are on. Let me put my
We're
sunglasses
all shaded
on.
up right now.
My Neo from the Matrix sunglasses.
Yeah.
We're all shaded up and we're wearing hats indoors.
We're all of us are wearing hats.
All of us are wearing hats. That's
Yeah.
the one thing you guys can bank on, that we are all wearing hats.
Trust me. Trust me, buddy.
Yeah, I'm wearing a cowboy hat.
Yeah, and you look cool.
Yeah.
You look neat with
This is allowing me to live out my fantasy of having a cowboy hat, because actually they can't make a hat big enough for my head.
That is something we have in common, despite our like difference in build.
Mm-hmm.
We both have enormous heads.
Or is your head also too big for a cowboy hat?
Yeah, I can't find. Can never find hats that.
I went to the cowboy hat store, and the guy, they have like a wall of cowboy hats.
like
Yeah.
timeless.
And the dude like has a long stick he brings them down with. And I must have tried on like 25. And at a certain point he was just like, you might have to get a custom one. I was like,
Wow.
fuck you, man. I'm like,
Jeez.
I'm gonna burn this place down.
Get one of those hardtop like construction hats that's shaped like a cowboy hat.
Yeah.
Because then they have the little. You can fit it on any fucking head.
Yeah. Even one as big as that's rolled over as many concepts as mine.
Yeah, I've seen hard hats fit on even the fattest of Italian heads.
Damn.
You guys didn't do like head binding when you were a child?
I was in one with like a Coneheads vacuum.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, and then I had to get it ground down as an adult.
Yeah.
But I did have a enormous cone head.
My folks just played me Mozart all the time, which is why my head is so big.
It's just all those paradox games.
Yeah.
Growing-
I was playing Paradox games as a youth. And it swole my noggin.
You're playing StarCraft 3 on an iPad
Yeah,
in the high
exactly.
chair. In 1971.
Okay, let's
When did you get into Fishtank? Were you there from day one?
yeah.
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 Like I wasn't paying attention to it in the lead up, because I was kind of like, whatever. This will just be like a time sink or whatever. But literally the minute I saw people on Twitter posting about it, I was like, I gotta get on this.
Yeah.
I gotta see it right now.
Yeah.
And then so I was day one I was in. But then I missed like most of the last 2 weeks.
Yeah,
'cause
I
you're
got
big boy muscle surgery.
My muscle surgery, and
Yeah.
penis reduction operation.
Yeah.
Which actually, the muscle surgery was a success, but the penis reduction surgery was a catastrophic failure, and it ended up making my dick even bigger.
Yeah.
Oh,
they didn't have
jeez.
a tool that was big enough to cut through all that meat.
Yeah, so it somehow backfired
It grew.
and grew even larger, more unwieldy.
His dick has become tourism for Mundair,
Yeah.
You guys,
world's largest sausage.
one of the funniest videos I think I've ever seen is this like it's like hospital footage of this guy who went into, he had something lodged in his like colon, and it's like this team of surgeons. This guy's like ass is all, I don't know how you get at the colon, but he's all cut open, and they're like removing it, and they literally removed probably the biggest dildo I've ever seen in my entire life out of this guy's ass, and like all the surgeons are like crying, laughing at how big this thing is, and he has no idea because he's just out. But it's like that made me like, I'm never going to a hospital for
So,
anything if
yeah.
you're this mean.
Quick tip for all the listeners: if you're gonna put a giant dildo up your ass, wrap a chain around it and attach it to the wall. So if it gets stuck, you just run away and it'll pull it out.
Or else you'll embarrass yourself at the doctor's office.
Yeah,
You don't want to be embarrassed.
yeah, but it's like I would have been laughing too. It was comically large.
Yeah.
It was like a fucking forearm
What's the biggest thing you've had in yours? Just like a pinky?
right there.
Oh wow, you got big hands.
Yep.
Okay, let me read this email here that my boy Blake sent. The one guy who's figured out the email.
Shout out Blake.
Shout out Blake.
Chromeboys with a K at gmail.com, guys.
Yeah,
Send your
'cause
questions.
I know we probably come across as like big shots, kind of unapproachable big shots.
Especially with our sunglasses
But
on.
I literally have nothing better to do than respond to you guys if you send me emails.
We love to talk
You
to you
will
guys.
get a response.
Yeah.
You know, I might have missed a couple when I was recuperating, but now I'm back. So shoot me an
Sometimes
email. I
Sometimes
will
I'll hop in
respond.
there, reply. You'll
I
never know
will
who you're
not
going to get.
let you have the last word. It can be an infinite chain. I got fuck all going on. So
Well, you're disabled now.
shoot me because I'm
See,
disabled.
I'm completely different with everything. Like I've got comments on everything, but all the notifications are off. I don't know what people are saying to me. I assume it's mostly hateful.
Yeah.
No.
Me, I'll answer it. I don't give a fuck.
We can start answering your
Oh sweet,
emails too, yeah.
Just imagining all that hot water sliding down Letty's breasts, mixing her titty residue with the water. It's sliding down and mixing with her tummy residue, and then finally making its way home and dripping off her out-of-control bush and into my mouth. #fishtank.live.
Thanks, man.
Thanks.
Residue's not a sexy term.
No, that's
No,
disgusting.
but this kind of makes it sexy, though.
I don't know if it does.
No.
No.
Maybe I'm way out of
Yeah.
on the outfield on this one, guys. But I don't think
That
he made-
thinking about Letty's wet, out-of-control bush doesn't get you going.
I just don't like thinking about, because titty residue is just under boob sweat,
Yeah, it's just sweat.
Yeah.
sweat and grease. They were
Yeah.
allowed to shower on the show, right?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. Well, I think we'll see all that footage in the documentary when it comes out
All
eventually.
their shower footage.
Yeah, and the little cameras that are like in the toilets.
We can look at Lance's butthole.
Yeah, but shout out to me for calling that Josie was gonna win after
Yeah.
Yeah.
one day.
One day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So I'll take my little victory lap here.
Pretty
As the
clear.
only one who saw that coming.
Yeah.
I'm
And
pretty
I think Jason Goldstriker even said it in the finale. He was like, Letty, you have some of the most schizophrenic and depraved fans I've ever seen in my life, and we'd love to let you win, but unfortunately Josie's fans are even more insane and even more schizophrenic, and we're not allowed to not let her win.
Did either of you guys catch the finale?
I saw like a edit of it after.
Oh,
I
okay.
didn't catch
Yeah,
it
I
live.
saw part of it live, but then I had to go do comedy.
I
Yeah.
see. Yeah, I caught it. I was just at work, but I was like, fuck it, I've missed a bunch, but I'm not gonna miss the finale.
So you caught it live?
I did, yeah.
You like the fake out?
Yeah. I mean, I kind of knew that it was gonna be a fake out.
Of course, your head's so big.
Yeah, my head's so big, and I followed Gold
You know so
Striker
many
for a long
things.
time. I think I can kind of tell.
Yeah.
But they sold it well.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
I liked the Willy Wonka touch.
Yeah.
At the end, pretty funny.
And how they got Airsoft Fatty to try and you should give them the money.
yeah.
That guy rules. They should bring him back as a permanent obstacle in future
Office
tanks.
Could you imagine? You're explaining your job to somebody. It's like, what are you? Well, I stay in this house with people, and I'm an obstacle.
But just having a big fat guy who's willing to just get totally naked is kind of perfect for this
So
kind
funny.
of show. I feel you could have it be in Fish Tank 15.
Yeah.
It's there's a big fat naked guy. I think that's fucking
Well, that was the
hilarious.
Preston Lacey approach. Was
Yeah.
that's what made him so sick, is that he was naked all the time, and
That's kind of how
Yeah.
Bert Kreischer's made a whole career off of half of that.
half of that, and then the
Yeah.
other half of just kind of wheezing.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh my god.
Weird.
I see his
laugh.
movie flopped.
Well, probably.
Yeah.
It's not that. Because I don't know.
You-
I can't imagine making my fortune off this like one story, and then thinking that anyone would want to pay to fucking see it again.
Am I out of line for saying he's not that funny?
I don't think so.
He's luckily I've gotten to like share the stage with him and everything. He's a super nice guy, super kind. He's probably one of the highest social intelligence out of anybody I've met.
Mm-hmm.
Like, he knows when he's engaging with people to ask them questions, talk about what they want to talk about, deflect from himself. He knows how to make everyone feel like a rock star. And when the guy tells that machine story, you hear it 50 times and you're still dying laughing just because he can act the story out and act the surprise. I wouldn't say he's the best comedian ever. Oh, thank you, sir.
Yeah.
But
I mean, I haven't met him,
He
so I
seems
don't
like a
have
nice
the need to be polite or anything. But as an outsider, yeah, I've heard this machine story like 3 times. I'm like, all right,
Yeah.
all right, bro. I'm sure he's a nice enough guy.
I'm sure he's very friendly.
Yeah.
And man, when I was on the piss, I would have loved to hang out with him.
I've drank with him.
Yeah,
He can put him back.
I bet.
Holy shit.
That
But
clip when he was on the Caleb Presley show and he gives that monologue about how much he loves drinking. I used to watch that as like and just
you
salute.
salute that
Yeah.
every
Like,
morning.
oh my god, yes!
That speech is your alarm clock to wake up.
It was like that to me was like watching. That was to me what Andrew Tate was to retarded guys.
Fucking John.
I was like, oh
Tweet.
yeah.
I did feel like the show took a bit of a drop after John left.
I took like a
Like-
full day off after he left.
Yeah, because he was he did bring a lot of the content.
The John
Just-
tent.
Yeah, just being an Andrew Tate guy with a speech impediment, that's just
Yeah.
that's just funny.
He seems it's a very valuable type of guy. I wouldn't want to
Yeah.
cut him. I would cut him as late as possible if I had to cut him.
Yeah, I legit. I think like the day before he got the kick,
Yeah.
we recorded our second Fishtank episode
Yeah.
where I predicted that he had a chance of winning.
Yeah.
And then like he immediately spurged out and made me look like a stupid asshole. But
Yeah.
Fair enough.
He,
I thought he had the potential.
yeah.
Yeah.
The moments in Fishtank where I changed my opinions were Vance going schizophrenic.
Yeah. That's
Because
when he
that
really,
I never looked at Vance as anything except for like third place or maybe fourth. But once they
Yeah.
made Vance schizophrenic,
Well, you were correct in that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I guess.
As it would.
but I thought he had a shot there. When they
I
made
thought
him-
he had a sleeper chance. Yeah.
Yeah.
He seemed like he like a real like hustler.
Well, that was kind of like John with me. Like at first, I thought like he's like the most entertaining, and he's got like kind of the heel thing going, so we'll
Yeah.
keep him around for a bit. But when Gold Striker kicked him right in the fucking face,
That was
I was like,
hilarious.
this guy actually has potential. Because if he becomes like Jake Gold Striker's like protege,
Yeah.
Oh.
like he could pull this off.
Yeah.
Mhm.
But then he spurged out a little too hard. And
Yeah.
that was that. But
Yeah.
I came in right as Marito was leaving and like Simmons was out so I came in and like 2 people were gone and I was like, "Hey, what is this?"
the Simmons getting
was
booted was probably my favorite part of the whole
Probably
show.
the funniest. One of the funniest things to
It's
ever
top
happen.
3.
Yeah.
Top 3.
Him.
Like Sam saying,
Sing.
"I want you off the show" in Chinese.
Hey, Fongoya, Shungowa.
Oh my god.
Translation.
That was so
You're off the show. It's so funny.
And for his fucking like how to fucking hook up with campers as a counselor.
A book on how to fuck
Well,
children.
Yeah.
And then they did the camp challenge afterwards and they kept referencing it, which was so funny.
Yeah.
But I found out why they actually did the camp challenge.
Yeah.
The secret behind the secret. Did you you hear this?
I watched that stream that they had.
Yeah, where
Yeah.
none of the toilets were working.
Yeah.
No,
They just
So-
were like, "What can we do?"
it's a big galaxy brain move there.
Yeah.
It is.
What a great.
Yeah.
And I like the constant referencing of like the constant like, yeah, well, this show is like hemorrhaging money. We're gonna have to end it. This is really much more expensive than we thought.
Yeah.
'Cause, like as a like I wasn't in it the whole time, so like I kept coming back and being like, oh shit, is this show not doing well? What the fuck is happening?
I think that like now that they've announced that they're going to be doing this again and they said see you in the winter and all this stuff,
Yeah.
I feel like that move, like they had to burn it. Like it's not next season. It's not going to be believable.
Well,
No.
it's hard to because like it's like if they get all people who watched Fish Tank 1, then like a lot of things are burned.
Mm-hmm.
But I think they grabbed some of these people just off like Craigslist, being like, want to make some money. Like
Yeah.
fucking Morrow was posting that he got into it because he was looking to join like, I don't know, like focus groups or like having pharmaceutical trials or some shit like that on Craigslist. So they might still be able to get some people who are like clueless about it.
Maybe, yeah.
Which hopefully they can pull off. So I think that is somewhat better if you have people who don't really know what the fuck's going on.
Yeah.
I've never cared about reality TV or watched reality TV like until this.
You gotta check out Jersey Shore, my brother.
If I want to watch Italians be Italians, I can go hang out with the in-laws.
But are the in-laws Guidos though? The in-laws.
Like
The way
every
you,
Italian's got a little bit of Guido in there.
they all have a little bit, but you got it like.
My two brother-in-laws I've seen in three-piece suits wrestling with each other, wine drunk on a lawn. So yes.
Well, Guido is. That's like a cut above Guido. A Guido is acid wash jeans, affliction T-shirt, gelled hair, fist fighting on a boardwalk,
Oh, okay.
drunk off Bush Light.
Wow.
Yeah,
Ooh,
now,
that
now it's Bush Light.
sounds like
Yeah.
white
Used to be-
trash
it
Italian.
used to
That's
be-
what Guidos are.
It used to be something else, but now it's Bush Light.
Yeah, it was unmentionable
We
before.
won't say what, but now it's Bush Light.
Did I ever? I went to middle school with a Serbian kid who kept code switching to Guido.
What?
Yeah, he like hated being Serbian, so he would code switch, and he was just a Guido. That was his. So he had like gelled hair because he was skinny. He had like visible abs,
Oh yeah.
and so he'd wear like those like ugly like affliction T-shirts and like True Religion stuff.
Ooh.
And like dude, in 8th grade, he used to like explain the concept of like fist pumping. He was like, "Yeah, there's nothing cooler you can do at a club than this, bro. Do this." And we were all like, "Sick, cool."
What the hell?
Yeah,
Lots of
he just like
fish
really did not
pumping.
like. And
Where do you think he is now?
I actually think
Probably
I
pumping
saw
his
him,
fist in a fucking club somewhere, surrounded by total dimes.
bro. I actually think I saw him semi recently.
In Ukraine?
he was
fucking lively.
the ghost of Kiev.
Yeah.
Fucking fist bumping in a war.
Bro, I like think I'm like fairly confident this was the guy. He was leaving some like club on White Ave, and I saw him and I was like, that looks so much. And he was dressed still guided up, and I was like, that's got to be the guy.
Guided up.
He was guiding,
Nice.
bro. Yeah,
It was guiding season.
and we had this moment where like we locked eyes, and I was like, I think that's the guy. And then he gave me this like weird look, which could have been when a Guido looks at you, it could be like you want to fight, or it could be like bro, you know.
Hey, you want to share this pizza?
Hey, bro, you know? You want to eat some fucking chicken, bro?
There was one day on Fishtank early on. I think this is a great way to keep people engaged. Just
Yes,
keep bouncing
periodically bring you back.
from it
Fish
back.
Tank.
We got to mention Fish Tank occasionally.
Yeah.
So it is going to be the thumbnail, and the name is going to
Yeah,
imply Fish
But
Tank. But
we rip away to some other off like segue point, and then
Yeah.
rip back and forth this way.
I mean,
It's
fuck,
just a
anybody who's
ping-pong
watching it because we clickbaited them into it, they've probably seen Fish Tank.
Yeah.
match.
Just fucking remember, bro.
Yeah, get those hot takes.
Remember what you just saw, bro.
But I will say, I think I said this on the first one, but I think this show taught possibly tens of thousands autistic guys empathy for the first time
Yes.
in their lives.
Yes.
And
Well,
the
you-
opposite. to
And
some.
yeah, the world's most racist fan base all fell in love with a Native American girl.
Yeah.
So there you go. Racism solved.
Yeah.
Lack of empathy solved.
We're
so
good.
it really kind of healed the world a little bit.
That
Some
is-
small corner of the world.
That's one of Gold Striker's like funniest bits is legitimately donating like an exorbitant amount of money to like racially motivated charities.
Does he actually do that, or is that a bit?
I think he actually does that
He might.
because he never talks about like how much,
Yeah.
but he's like, I'm not going to say how much it was, but it was a lot, and he seems extremely serious,
Yeah.
and it seems like that's something he would do,
Maybe.
just because like
It also seems like something he would just say and
Yeah.
not do. So hard,
I don't know.
Hard to tell.
I think
hard to tell.
I like to think it's real.
yeah. Could
It's- I like to believe.
Could be.
Man, having glasses on the end of your nose is pretty cool.
Yeah, wearing sunglasses inside, that's the move.
Yeah, and then when I need to see anything,
Yeah, you
Drop
just
them
kind of
down.
like lift them up, and you look cool as hell.
I feel like my sunglasses are too big. Like
Yeah,
I'm
or
compensating.
You look-
pit
you're-
vipers
you're
over
like
there.
one
looks
third
like.
gweeded up right now.
Yeah.
Big ass shades. You're gweeding a little bit.
Yeah. What can I say? 'Tis the season.
That shirt was uglier, and your pants were worse.
This
You
is
feel like a
Dino
really-
Archie's merch.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
You need uglier shirts if you want to be a Guido. You need uglier clothes. Period. I'm like far from being a Guido. I got
I feel
corduroy
like
pants on.
I could just make up to like, oh yeah, Italians always carry around like basil in their pocket.
I believe it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They invented the Rubik's Cube.
Could
That I don't believe.
be. Yeah. That-
Oh, a game where you have to
that
think?
Sounds like
No
some
way.
BS.
Yeah,
BS.
okay. I'd believe it if you said lawn darts.
Did you catch the stuff where they were bringing in the doppelgangers?
Yes.
Because I missed most of that
Yeah.
and just sort of followed it on Twitter.
I missed that.
But
as
it
well.
was a funny move, particularly bringing in Betty, who
Yes,
looked
I
a
saw
lot like Letty, but like a little bit hotter.
They brought her in, and like the next day, her and Letty were going at.
And she
Yeah.
showed her tits. I missed it, but
Yeah.
she showed her tits.
You
that.
can,
Betty or Letty?
Betty.
Betty.
You can see it
Yeah.
on Rumble if you start googling.
We're gonna get onto Rumble.
Oh yeah,
What is Rumble?
It's like
it's like YouTube, but they don't care.
yeah. I'm gonna set up as a backup, and also I believe if you get Twitter Blue now, you can upload like 2-hour videos. So I'm thinking of starting to upload full episodes on Twitter and Rumble,
There you
Okay.
go.
just because they won't fucking ban
Are the
us.
is the Rumble crowd? Are those like just January 6th guys or?
Yeah,
Nice.
I think.
Cool.
I don't know.
A good
Well,
chunk.
they're there. Maybe other people too.
I hear there's it's good people on both sides of Rumble.
Very fine. Yeah, very fine people of all types. January 6 types. You
A lot
got
of bad hombres on Rumble.
Mhm.
I heard.
But I don't fuck. I've never been on Rumble,
Not a lot of February types.
but
No.
Black History Month.
I think if
Is
we
that
ever
what that
get
one is?
nuked off YouTube, it could be a backup.
Yeah.
We can
It's
be-
funny now. January and February, White History Month and Black History Month, thanks to January 6th.
There you
Yeah,
go.
that's our month now.
That's kind of our month.
I mean, I don't agree with it, but I think it should be a national holiday.
I think I don't know why that.
Actually, I kind of agree with it.
I think it's.
I
don't
think
know why we don't
think
do
they
that
should
for
have gone
everything.
further. I kind of feel
Yeah.
like every single member of Congress deserves to get beaten up by a bunch
Yeah.
of rubes.
I think
Oh,
we should
yeah.
be doing that for everything we want.
Yeah, but
Yeah.
it should be organized. It shouldn't just be a mob of people. It should be in an octagon with cameras.
Well, that was the best we had.
Yeah,
Yeah.
those are our bravest soldiers.
Yeah.
Could you imagine every January 6th, it's like every politician has to fight every other politician that day?
That'd be amazing.
Yeah, just have one day where they all have to fight each other. Like, there's a ref. They're not killing each
Like,
other.
everyone was freaking out, but really those January 6 people didn't really do much.
They just
like
got
they
in
didn't
there.
beat up a single member of Congress.
Didn't
No.
they steal a podium?
They stole
Yeah,
some stuff.
they
yeah.
That
stole
would
some
hit-
podium and like put their feet on a desk.
Oh,
Yeah.
that'll get you banned.
And they were
Yeah.
just in
And
the
it
building
did.
basically for more than most of it.
But I kind of feel like all those people deserve to get the shit kicked out of them.
At least they deserve to
Right.
get a little scared,
A little scared.
a little
Oh,
frightened for sure.
Yeah, they got
need to
a
be.
spook. you know?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they get their heart rate up. A lot of those people are in their 90s. They got to get a little.
I think
Yeah.
everybody should just, like, and I mean, maybe this is like a weird child of trauma thing, but I think everybody should, like, at all times remember that they can get hit.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
They,
I mean, some people get hit every couple of weeks.
it's a very regular,
consistently.
Yeah.
extremely consistently for some people.
Mm.
You know, your hat is kind of the Jamiroquai virtual insanity shape. If it's just smaller.
and a different color, and not
Well, if
hairy.
you flipped it though, it's the color of the virtual insanity hat. Is that how you flip it? You put it and then you push it?
Yeah.
That's cool.
Jamiroquai.
You didn't know how to
Yeah.
reverse a bucket hat
That's
until
extremely.
just
Now you got the Jamiroquai.
now? I feel weird because my hat's a little too small, but my glasses are too big.
That's fashion 101. That's called proportion.
Oh.
Yeah, you want to mess with things.
Wow.
Oh.
Yeah, that's why I'll wear the tightest t-shirt imaginable and then jeans for an obese man.
Yo, check out my fashion. I'm Lord Gaga.
Yeah, exactly.
Gaga. Did you see the crackhead come into the tank? That was
The-
another thing I missed.
Oh,
and only
God,
caught
yes.
up on.
Dontarius?
Dontarius?
Dontarius, the homeless guy that smoked crack?
Yeah.
I can't remember
That
the other
looked
guy's
funny
name.
as hell.
But there was the other guy that came in with him, Alex something or other, and he
it was
just-
Alex Stein came in.
Yes,
He of the harassing AOC and being like, "Ooh, look at her! She's a spicy
That
Latina
guy?
hot tamale."
yeah, he was like on
Yeah.
cocaine the whole time.
Of
Like he
course.
was
Yeah,
screaming.
and he brought his own crackhead, I believe,
yeah,
which he brought from home.
BYOC.
yeah. But yeah, Notorious smoked crack, and then he was arguing that it was medicinal crack,
Nice.
and like
Crack
he
is
was
medicine.
arguing with Jason Goldstriker and Jet and everybody, and like they were like, "You just gotta get out. You can't do this. It's on. Like we have cameras everywhere." So they both got kicked out because he was making a stance for why Notorious should be allowed to smoke crack.
They should have. They should have just let him stay.
Yeah.
It was phenomenal.
That's sick.
It kind of seems like a fire hazard because sometimes people smoke crack or whatever, and then they're just asleep with fire.
Set their tube down.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, can't have that. No, that was the one part I missed. Was Daniel got kicked off like way early on, but he got back somehow.
Well,
back.
that was kind of puzzling because, like,
Yeah.
it seemed like he was a plant, and to this day, I'm not entirely sure if he was a plant or not
It's just Asian.
because he got like kicked off,
plant.
but he was like fucking around with his phone and stuff, which he
Yeah.
wasn't supposed to have, and then he left, and then he came back. So I don't really know what the fuck happened there.
Yeah.
Yeah, like I was going through the coverage and I saw he got kicked off, and I'm like, but I remember him on.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
came back.
Yeah, they just I couldn't find anything that touched on when that he came back.
Yeah. I don't know. I
remember.
know we're supposed to be the fish tank experts here, recounting everybody, even though, yeah, I missed like half of it.
Yeah, you had your big boy muscle surgery. I had my 7
Yeah,
UFC fights.
Yeah, you missed part of it. You didn't even watch it
I
that
was
much. Other than
goofing around.
Too
yeah,
busy
so-
watching Walking Phoenix's movie.
Oh,
But
my
that's like, I
God.
feel like the fact that we didn't really see it isn't really a reason why we can't offer expert opinion on
That's
it.
never held us back before.
Give us a rundown of Beau is Afraid, though.
Oh,
I hear from you that it stinks.
Oh my God, it is. I was already on the edge about Ari Aster after Midsummer. I thought it was heavy on the mid, if you know what I mean.
Oh,
Yeah.
Hi-yo!
hey, we're still working on getting the sound effects board set up. So I'll
imagine,
spill it.
imagine you heard a little bazinga right after that, you know. And then, dude, it's
Like, in what way is it bad?
well, first of all, it's like unfathomably boring.
Okay.
It's
Is
extremely
it in black
long.
and white, or is that just the poster?
No, it's
Okay.
it's in color. It's extremely long, and it literally feels like when
what-
someone tells you, you know, those stories that like don't have any sort of end or point, and
What's the plot? It's like Joaquin Phoenix is just like going on a road trip because he has
So-
cancer or some bullshit.
so the plot is Joaquin Phoenix is this like extremely like agoraphobic, like anxiety ridden.
Like a Jewish guy.
He's
Yeah.
afraid of Al Gore.
Yes, yeah. He
Weird.
hates him. He was much more of a Bush guy.
Oh, okay.
So he doesn't like leaving his apartment, and like he has all these like delusions about like if he leaves, like people are gonna try to kill him in his apartment. He's all like weird about that.
Mm-hmm.
And so the movie is he's supposed to go visit his mom in like Florida or whatever, I forget. So he like misses his flight, and then through. Do you guys mind if I like give
No,
away?
fucking,
I
I'm
don't
never
give-
gonna watch
I don't
this.
give a fuck.
So
I might watch it just to see if it's as bad as you say, but you can spoil it.
Okay,
And I'm sure all the boys out there agree. They don't care.
Yeah. Okay, so the first act is him like in his apartment, and he's like being all like agoraphobic and weird, and then he's supposed to go like catch the flight to see his mom, and then like he fucking like didn't sleep well, so he like missed the flight, and then his like apartment key got stolen, so he's like freaking out. And so then he calls his mom, and she like guilts him and makes him feel like shit, and then he gets locked out of his apartment, and then basically there's just like a series of events. It's a fucking mess, but he ends up naked outside of his apartment. Then he gets hit by a truck, and then he wakes up with a house arrest monitor in this like weird, like very like perfect white family like in their house, and it's like very obvious that he's like being kept there, and he got like stabbed, and he's all fucked up, and then they're crazy, so he like runs away from them, and then he ends up in the woods with this like group of like theater people, and then I shit you not, there's a half hour of him watching a play.
Oh.
30 minutes of this play, and then
wow.
it goes into like he's in the woods with these people, and then it's like the play is actually about his life, and it talks about how he has kids, and then it's fucking it's so bad. So it's so long, and it doesn't matter. You can literally cut the entire second act out of this movie, and it would be completely unaffected.
This kind of sounds like Ari Aster's gone up his own ass.
It was like the most egomaniacal movie I've seen in a long time. And so he leaves them because the like weird family like sends this like fucked up like war veteran that's living with them to like chase him. So he crashes the play, and then Beau runs away, and then he ends up just hitchhiking to his mom's house. He gets there like actually really easily, and then that's why. So he ends up having to go because his mom. He calls his mom, and then the fucking FedEx guy actually picks up, and he's like, "There's a woman in here whose head's been fucking crushed by a chandelier." So now he thinks his mom's dead. So he like the whole rest of the time he's like, "Oh, my mom's dead. I have to go for the funeral." That's why he's going. Sorry. So he gets to her house, and then the funeral is like over. And then, so he's like,
A lot of and then on this.
"That's how it feels." It's
Yeah,
just
it really
and then,
feels
and
like
then,
it just
and then,
keeps
and-
going. It
and
feels
it's
like
like-
it doesn't follow a 3-act structure.
So is this supposed to be like a horror movie?
So
or?
it's tagged as a horror comedy,
Ooh.
but everything that's supposed to be scary, is like really cringy, and everything that's supposed to be funny is gay.
Horror comedy is a tough one.
It's so messy.
If
But
I
I feel
want-
like typically it ends up being an unfunny comedy and an unscary horror.
That's
movie.
exactly what this is.
I
And
think the best horror comedy we have right now is The News.
Ooh.
No,
But-
Evil Dead, Army of Darkness. I thought
Those
those
are
were
great,
good
yeah.
horror comedy.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah.
you either can be a horror or a comedy, and those are very funny movies.
Yeah.
Typically it's a tough line to walk.
So the movie, the movie ends with him at his mom's house, and then his mom's actually alive, and it turns out she's like super wealthy because she runs like a security company. So she's
Okay.
been using her security company to basically like keep tabs on Beau his entire life, and she's like playing him like recordings from his like therapy sessions where he kind of complains about like how overbearing and like psychotic his mom is. And so
Justified.
she's like what the hell, and then he's all like fucked up because he's like, "Oh, you're alive," but actually I knew you were alive because when I saw the body I knew that wasn't your hand or whatever. And then she starts like yelling at him, and then he tries to like strangle her, and then you think he like killed her, and then the last like chunk of the movie, the last like 20 minutes, is this like gay trial between his mom and her lawyer and this like unseen defense attorney about how Beau is actually like a bad son. And then she's playing all these like bits from his life where he's like, "Yeah, this is what he tried to ignore me and he didn't want to," and it was just like,
This sounds like a filmmaker, instead of going to therapy, made a movie.
that was my what I said to my friend after we left the theater was like, before you write your movie, go to a therapy once.
Like,
so
we
this
all
sounds
know-
like the great Robert Eggers Ari Aster rivalry is now done.
Oh yeah,
Total Eggers victory.
total Eggers victory,
Yeah.
because it was like insufferable.
Sounds pretty bad. Like how long is it?
3 hours.
3 hours.
It's
That's-
3
you're
fucking
pretty
hours.
far up your own ass. 3 hours.
Yeah, and then my one friend was like, "Well, maybe this was like his like I need to get out of a contract movie," and then I was like, "No, that would be 90 minutes. Simple.
This
It wouldn't be a 3-hour
This-
disaster."
This brings to mind the hero, the legend, John Carpenter. He had that interview where the fucking dumb shit little interviewer was like, "What do you think about all the new elevated horror movies, like the stuff that A24 is doing, like Midsommar?" And he was like, "I have no idea what you're talking about." Like,
Dog. So real.
it's like, I don't know what any of those
Fuck
things
that
are.
gay garbage.
Apparently, he's directing movies like from his couch now.
Sick.
Like he directed
Good.
some TV show that was shooting in Prague.
Good.
Well, he's just like chilling on his couch in
Good.
Texas or wherever the fuck
Good.
he lives.
Good. Fuck it. I hate art films now.
Yeah,
It was
that's
insufferable. It was,
pretty bad.
and
The
then
thing-
Ahmed was telling me he like looked up theories. Apparently, it's actually about the Beau's actually like a murderer freak who like kills a guy in his apartment, and then he goes to kill his mom, and then he's on trial. That's what
Cool,
it's
make
actually.
that movie.
Like this
Well,
kind of
make
sounds
that
like
There's
a,
not enough seeds in the movie for you to get that at all. Like it's not like Charlie Kaufman where like the
I was
movie.
just gonna say this sounds like a bad version of a Charlie Kaufman
Bro,
movie.
that's what I was
Yeah.
saying was
'Cause
like
it
this.
kind of sounds like I'm thinking of Ending Things,
Dude.
but like a shitty version of it.
That's the other thing I said immediately after was it's like Ari Aster watched anything Charlie Kaufman made and then was like, that's pretty good, but it's not about me.
Because I feel like Charlie Kaufman has like figured out how to put like Jewish anxiety into film form, you know.
Yeah.
But it actually does
Yeah.
like a great job of it. It's
Yeah.
one of the best filmmakers alive.
Yeah, and like when
But this
Charlie
sounds like
Kaufman,
a dog shit version of that.
yes, like and I'm thinking of Ending Things. The actual premise of like, have you seen that movie?
Nope.
It's very good.
It's excellent. Yeah,
It's an excellent.
it's one of the rare good Netflix original movies.
Yeah,
of
it's
the last couple
phenomenal.
I mean,
years.
if it's as good as Bad Lieutenant, Port of Call, New Orleans.
It's like the tonal opposite of that movie.
yeah, it's very different, but also very good.
very amazing. But it's like, I guess I won't give away like the big thing because you should watch it. But like when you piece together like what that movie is actually about, it makes sense. And there's like enough seeds throughout the movie that
Well,
you're
and
like,
it's
oh,
one
yeah.
where it's not like a huge jump. Like it's kind of there in the movie. What
Yeah, it
happens,
makes
you
complete
know?
sense.
It's not like a total like schizo making connections.
Dude,
like, oh,
yeah.
actually, he's a serial killer. The whole
Yeah.
it's just there in the
'Cause there's-
movie, right?
there
Should
is-
I get high and do a watch along on Instagram in my garage?
I
Yeah.
wouldn't get high for I'm thinking of Ending Things because it is one of the most like bleak movies of all time.
Oh,
It's
okay.
like unfathomably depressing.
It's good. It's really good.
It's so good. Yeah,
and
that
Synecdoche, New York,
masterpiece.
another masterpiece by the Kaufmeister.
One of the best movies
Yeah.
of all time.
Damn.
Philly Seymour Hoffman just
Th-
breaking
that
your
movie's
heart.
bleak, but also fucking hilarious.
So funny.
Like,
Oh, yeah.
So funny. But yeah, it's like, dude, it was so fucking. There was like, it was like nonsense. It literally felt like nonsense for 3 hours.
And like, cause I feel like Eggers and Astor have kind of been, you know, they had like Hereditary and The Witch. Where, like The Witch was way better,
Yeah,
and then there's The Lighthouse and Midsummer.
The Lighthouse.
And I
was way
feel like
better.
I'm in the minority. I didn't really like The Lighthouse that much,
Really,
though it seems like a lot of other people whose like opinions I respect did like it.
I liked it a lot.
So for me, that one went to Midsummer.
Oh, you're. Oh,
No,
That's not you.
That's me.
That's me. I think.
okay.
Yeah.
It's coming in a little quiet, but I can fucking deal
Okay.
with
yeah.
it.
We'll take care of it in post.
But
Yeah.
it sounds like, but like the Northman fucking slapped.
I still got to see that.
So it sounds like Eggers just like whipped out his 3-foot cock like
Yeah.
I have and
Yeah.
beat Ari Aster to death
Dude,
with it.
it felt like Ari Aster just like rubbing his own clit for 3 hours.
Well, the Northman was Eggers like jerking off his
Enormous
nine
dick.
foot
Yeah,
dick.
dude.
who's the best filmmaker?
Of all time,
Nice easy question.
probably Scorsese.
It's not Sam Hyde and Fishtank, is it?
I mean, he's the best
They're another-
reality show.
Yeah.
I don't know if I said like I feel like if we were in a sane world, Sam Hyde would be like the problematic head of a television network.
Yes. Oh, yeah.
Like if he was like the boss of Adult Swim,
Oh,
they would probably have like it would be great.
yeah. He knows how to.
It
he's
wouldn't be
entertaining.
losing.
No, and
Yeah.
he gets that like guys like Jeremy Fragrance should have their own TV show.
Yeah. yeah. Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
But
Best
No,
filmmaker.
best
Probably
filmmaker.
like Paul Schrader's really phenomenal.
'Cause, like-
I mean I think the Coen brothers have
Oh, yeah.
have like in terms of just like length of career and consistency,
Yeah.
like, they've got like 20 great movies.
But they are Jews.
Well,
So,
that comes with the
that's like
territory of
a
filmmaking.
bonus score.
That's-
That is
for
like
being
the
a
job they're meant to
filmmaker.
have. Yeah.
Like,
It's like being like, oh, that concrete's pretty good, but I heard Polish guys poured it. It's like,
Like-
yeah, they're the best.
yeah, like of course,
Of course they
big
did.
fucking surprise.
I could make an argument for Wes Anderson, but like, oh man, is it
Yeah.
Edgar Wright as Baby Driver?
Yeah.
Yeah, probably Edgar Wright.
He's pretty great.
yeah.
Wes Anderson's
it's
been
tough because
his
just
style's
like so
been
many.
annoying me lately.
It's Wes Anderson is one of the only directors that you can look at a still frame from any movie and know who they are. And like you will just know the tone of the scene by the colors and everything.
I really liked his first like 5 movies.
He
Yeah.
kinda
I feel
like
lost
I've
me
liked
at
his-
Budapest. That was
Yeah,
like that was the
And,
last
like,
one that I really
did not
enjoyed.
care for
Yeah.
the French Dispatch,
Yeah,
I
but
didn't
I don't
see
really
it.
like anthology movies in general for the most part.
Yeah.
But like Rushmore, Bottle Rocket,
Yeah.
Tannenbaums, like those are all great.
those are
yeah,
great.
yeah.
But yeah, like Martin Scorsese has like 30 good movies.
He's got so many
Yeah,
fucking
he's
amazing
prolific.
movies.
Or I mean, for maybe not for whole
You-
career.
Do you
but,
feel like he's getting up his own ass a little?
No, I think he's
like
still
The
fucking
Irishman.
with it.
He
I
can
love The
stay there.
Irishman.
I've had
I'm hyped
so
for
many people
Flowers of the Moon.
Complain about it. The only problem I have is like, when I make something, I want to respect people's time. Like if I can't tell a story in 90 minutes, like
Yeah.
why? Why do I think something's so important?
Because you have to be there with him the whole time.
Ugh.
Because that it makes that end scene where they're like, yo, just tell us who it was. And he's like, I don't know nothing. And they're like, they're all dead. And he's like, I don't know. And then he goes into the retirement home, and he just has no family, and he has to go pick out his own casket. It's because of the 3.5 hours before that it hits so hard.
Yeah.
You were with him his entire career. And then at the end, you're like, oh my God. Like, I forget who said this too, but like Scorsese's built his career off making movies about guys who like live fast and die really young.
Yeah.
And now he's like kind of capping his career with like, here's what happens if you don't die young.
Yeah.
You do that same shit and then you just get old. And it's like, it's fucking ugly and sad and
Well,
really depressing.
It's also because like he's now an older man, so it's obviously what he's writing about, and the tone is different.
I think that movie's a masterpiece.
But even as like an old, like fucking Wolf of Wall Street, such a banger.
So
He would
good.
have been like
That's an incredible
75 or
movie.
something.
So good.
But one guy, I don't know about whole career, but Francis Ford Coppola in the 70s.
Oh, he
was
was
on
Nick Cage's
all-time heater.
Untouchable. Yeah, he was
The
goated.
fucking Apocalypse Now, both Godfathers, The
Yeah.
Conversation. like,
Yeah, he was fucking.
and now he's got Megalopolis is coming out,
Oh yes.
which I don't know what it's about, but
No
apparently
idea.
it was the one he wanted to do after Apocalypse Now and like couldn't until 2023.
Yeah. I'm excited.
But yeah, he's got some fucking
Quentin's
bangers.
got a new one coming down the pipeline. The Film Critic.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, with DiCaprio again.
DiCaprio.
Of course.
Yeah, I should be good. He doesn't miss either.
Is it another one that he's like penned himself, or is this him?
I don't think he'll direct anything. Like I think,
Well, Jackie Brown.
yeah, but I think like that's because he was like he adapted the book too. Like he wrote the screenplay,
Yeah. Yeah.
so it's like I think, but I'm pretty sure I don't think he'll want to end his career with something he didn't write because this is his last one.
This is,
He said
they're
he'll-
gonna throw money at him.
He said
Somebody's
he'll do
gonna
10 and then he'll quit.
I think I saw a thing you said he might do like TV shows.
TV,
or
yeah,
something,
or
though,
plays.
so.
I've heard he might do plays.
Oh, he's
TV.
gay now.
Well, Hateful Eight was supposed to be a play.
He's turned gay.
What?
Hateful Eight was like going to be a play.
Really?
Yeah, because it's
Oh,
it's all one setting and
Yeah, I guess that
It's
makes
like
sense.
it has like
I could see
chapters.
his style working for like a fucking prestige television show. kind
Yeah,
of
yeah,
thing,
yeah.
you know?
Wasn't he gonna do? What was it? He was bringing back that the Timothy Olyphant show. What was it?
Justified.
Yes, I think
Just-
he
yeah,
was gonna
that's
like
coming
do
out
a.
soon.
Yeah, I think he's involved in that.
Yeah, which by the way, great television.
I haven't seen it.
Oh my God, Walton Goggins is in it.
He's the man.
Plays
Ooh.
Boy Crowder.
Nice.
He's awesome.
I saw a funny fucking tweet or something. It was like a picture of Walton Goggins, and then it was like, producer, like we need a guy who can play a racist. It's like we've got the guy. He's already practicing the lines. Like,
He's so funny in Hateful Eight.
yeah.
I'm the
Man.
new sheriff of Red Rock.
Have you seen? I think it's the Adrian Brody Predators movie.
Oh
No.
They
I
get
think-
dropped on a battle planet or something. He's in
Oh,
it,
no, I didn't see that one.
and he says a line that you're gonna have to beat this, but he says it's. I think it's faggot raping time.
You don't have to beep that.
Okay,
You're allowed to say that.
Yeah, you can say that one.
that's yeah. I was
That's
like,
a funny line.
he delivers it very well.
He's awesome.
Yeah,
Walton
like
Goggins
fucking,
rocks.
you know, all the like Vice Principals and all the Rough House Picture shows.
Yeah.
Fucking
He's-
Uncle Baby Billy. You watch any Righteous Gemstones or any of those shows?
no,
They're good.
no.
Danny McBride.
Fucking Eastbound and Down. He should have been in
Eastbound
Eastbound and Down.
Yeah, he's
Yeah.
bound and down. He would have been perfect.
Yeah.
He actually played like collegiate baseball.
Yeah.
He looks like a baseball
Yeah,
guy.
they were.
Yeah.
That's the one thing that they're missing in Eastbound and Down is they hadn't linked up with Goggins yet. And
He's the
He
man.
would have been great in it.
He would do great in a Safdie movie.
Yeah.
He would be
Actually,
tight.
okay, that one I'm hyped for. Apparently, the Safdie's new movie. It's some
Yeah.
I think it's a basketball thing with Adam Sandler, and they've also brought in Steve Harvey.
Yeah, dude.
Whoa, okay.
They're-
Whoa.
In my
I think-
opinion, those guys are the hottest like young directors working today.
I don't know if you know this, but I love fucking Steve Harvey.
Yes.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
He's
fuck.
incredible.
He's
But
the
yeah, I
man.
think it's like Adam Sandler's an agent and Steve Harvey's a coach.
Oh,
I want to say.
yes, dude.
But I'm sure it's
Yeah.
gonna be a fucking banger.
I can't wait. Yeah, those guys. I don't
Yeah.
think if as long as this one's good, I think he'll
can't
be.
miss.
Yeah, they're
Yeah.
bringing the heat. I think Eggers is up there for me.
He's phenomenal.
Like I went and saw The Northman 3 times in theaters.
Damn.
Yeah, I think it was because it was mid-COVID and I
Just 'cause
hadn't been
Bjork
to
was in it?
theaters in a while. So I was just like, "Fuck yeah, this movie rules! I'm
Yeah.
gonna go see it again." Like,
Yeah, I gotta see it.
yeah.
Do you want to do a movie night for that one?
Yeah.
I want to see that one.
Yeah, we can do another fucking commentary.
Ooh, Northman.
And as a side note, I am trying to think of a way that I can upload the commentaries with the actual video, so we don't make people do fucking work of syncing it themselves.
Nick has a workaround.
What's that?
I don't want to jeopardize our YouTube or our Patreon, so it's gonna have to be
You
on a third
record
source.
like the commentary with the video,
Yeah.
and then you go through and you just have the video of like the production house, the stars going around the mountain, whatever's going on there.
Yeah.
You flip it horizontally, and then people can sync their video to that, and you take all the audio off the track, so it's just the opening, no part of the actual thing, but they know where to like link their copy up to.
Because like we did like a little sound thing, like I did a countdown at a certain point, so people could, but I just want to make it so they don't have to do any fucking work.
Yeah.
Because I don't like.
Have you?
I'm
you're
fine
familiar-
putting in the work of syncing it up. It's just I don't want to get fucking copywritten struck.
Yeah.
You're familiar with the movie? Oh man, Mystery
Yeah.
Science Theater.
Yeah.
Yeah.
They have something called riff tracks they've been doing for years,
Yeah.
where you can download the track of them riffing, and it tells you how to synchronize it, because they're like they time it with the stars going around the mountain or whatever.
Yeah, well, that's what I did. Like, I had instructions, but people
Yeah.
still have to go and like find their own copy of the movie and sync it, and it's like some degree of work. Where it's like, I'm
Yeah.
fine doing this for you guys. I just don't want to get fucking
wanna
nuked
go
with an
to
orbital
jail.
laser.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. Maybe Rumble.
But yeah, maybe on Rumble, or I think I saw on Twitter John Wick 4 in its entirety was up for like 2 weeks a couple of weeks ago. So I'm thinking maybe if I get the Twitter Blue, I can
Yeah.
just start uploading it on that and leave it up for like a week or whatever.
Yeah.
And like if it's taking them that long to take down a movie that's currently in theaters,
Da Vinci Code
feel
is
like Da
fully
Vinci
off
Code's-
the radar.
probably a little
Yeah.
bit less like protected than that.
Yeah.
Did you get my John Wick thing I sent you on Instagram?
No, I was like driving.
Okay.
I saw
It's,
something about it.
I came up with a racist name for a Spanish John Wick.
Oh, I can't even guess what it could possibly be.
I'll let
Juan Spick. There it is. Man, this is a crazy text chain. I sent you a video about tractors. You said X9 has better part availability and is easier to work on.
yeah.
1 minute later. No, 11 minutes later. Mexican John Wick. Separate text. Juan Spick. And then
See, I'm thinking I'm Mexican.
7 minutes later, black people in math class can't pronounce integer. They keep replacing the first 3 letters with an N. I'm on my way. Just saw a cool truck. Be there at 4.
Just be your authentic self. That's all that people could ask of you.
Yep, there you go.
But yeah,
That's Fishtank for you.
there's Fishtank.
The one thing, did you see when they got the prostitute for Airsoft Fatty?
No.
Okay.
This is like fucking half.
They brought her up to him, and like she was like, "Okay, here, take your pants off." And she's like, I think she said something like, "You've got racing stripes. I'm not fucking with this." And
Oh.
she said no and gave them the money back and left.
Damn. That's rough. Rough
That's-
for
'cause
my
you-
boy.
Come on,
Fatty.
Airsoft.
Yeah, you were talking top 3 moments earlier. Like that's up there.
pretty great.
That's
pretty fucking
yeah.
funny.
He rocks. I hope he doesn't have to be homeless now and he can get his cat back.
Yeah, he's sick.
Did you see that thing where he had his confessional and he's all like, "Yeah, I had to give my cat away and I have untreated diabetes and I'm
man.
technically homeless." It's like,
Yeah. I
damn,
hope
poor Airsoft.
I hope
Fatty.
they can get him in World Peace. Like, I don't know if they're done shooting too, but like if they do a 3rd season or something, like get him, because that guy's like a
I mean,
very
he's a big
interesting.
fat guy.
Yeah,
Who got naked one more. That's just funny.
yeah. He's got that
Just funny.
crazy shaved head, long side haircut.
Yeah.
He looks
Yeah.
cool.
And they briefly brought in another big fat guy to stand around shirtless who looked kind of like him.
Chris.
Yeah,
Chris,
also Chris,
yeah.
Christian.
Yeah, that was weird.
Chris.
I don't know. The other moment that like 100% one of the best moments, Letty pissing in the closet.
That was
Yeah,
awesome.
the queen
I
of
caught that.
piss. She was
Yeah.
good heel.
Yeah.
Great
At the end of the day, she leaned into her role.
Yeah,
I felt like that hit so much harder than whoever shit in the closet.
yeah. Letty
But-
pissing.
Man,
is-
and them like kind of like framing Letty is like wiping her ass and throwing the toilet paper in the garbage. Like they wiped like cake on it, and then they're like pissed off at her because her room's so messy. And they're just like, "Is that shit?" Yeah, she's cool though.
yeah.
I wonder
Yeah, that
what
was-
her and Josie are gonna do with their big winnings.
They're gonna fly down here to visit you.
Yeah, they're gonna fly out to come on the Chrome Boys podcast.
Come to
Yeah.
the live show.
Yeah, they're gonna come to the live show and then hit on you.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, and it'll be like a sort of love triangle situation.
Yeah, Betty or Veronica.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Exactly. A Benny and Veronica type situation.
So then I guess question to you.
Yeah.
Would you be interested in doing Fishtank?
No, I wouldn't do Fishtank.
I think I would do good on Fishtank.
I get annoyed when I get like more than one text in a row. Yeah, so I'm like, oh, okay, this is getting a lot, and I gotta like turn my ringer off and like not like pay attention to my phone for a sec. I can't. If I had a TTS thing, I would.
Oh, yeah.
I would be strangling people in like their sleep and
Yeah.
screaming.
You would be good on Fishtank. You'd be getting in fist fights.
Yeah,
and shit.
you'd be a menace on Fish. You'd be the Frank Castle.
The whole like when at the end they closed them off in bedroom 2 and did the challenge,
Yeah.
and like he's trying to Gold Striker's trying to open the door and it's broken. I'm like, you can just kick right through that, and then he kicks it open. And I'm like, that's a smart man.
Yeah.
You made it there.
Yeah.
Every time I like have a discussion about me doing steroids with my girlfriend, I'm like, she's like, it's so bad. I'll just show her Gold Striker and be like, look at the power.
Look at the power.
Look what I could do.
Yeah.
Like I'll show her that clip of him like destroying the cabinets.
Yeah,
I'm
like this could be me.
this could be fucking
This could
me.
be me punching a hole in our walls.
This could be me during an argument. What do you think? This could make our argument so much more exciting.
Yeah. Yeah. But I think I would do okay on Fishtank.
I think you would too.
Yeah.
Well, just because of your intellect,
Yeah.
your psychic power.
My psychic power.
Yeah.
Of, being unflappably autistic, which does appear to be an important skill set.
It's a huge quality
Yeah.
on Fish
Yeah.
Tank.
As long as there's no hat challenge.
What are you talking about? I'm wearing a hat.
You have a hat on
Wearing a
you.
hat? Looks like you're wearing a motorbike helmet.
It's so
a
if I
hat.
fall down, I don't injure myself.
It's a tactical motorcycle helmet.
Ready at all times.
We should do an episode in motorcycle helmets.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Hell yeah. How much does a motorcycle helmet go for?
I don't know.
They're between $70 and $700, but it's how much your head's worth. So
It's 65.
Yeah, $65 ruse. But yeah, maybe I'll sign up for Fish Tank next time. I'll pretend I've never heard of it.
Yeah.
there you go.
Yeah,
That'd be
sure-
good promo for the show.
it would.
I'm sure saying that into a microphone and putting it on the internet's not going to hurt it at all.
I don't have to tell them about the show until I'm on there, and then I
don't
can
tell 'em
start
about that.
promoting it all the time. And then it's too fucking late.
Just make a fake person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'll just make a fake person and like be like, yeah, I'm just like signing up for. I'm just trying to find money on Craigslist. You know? I have no idea what I'm in for.
I almost signed up for one of those like pharmaceutical trials when I had no money.
Mm-hmm.
They were going to pay you $1,000 a week to have an enormous wound, they put like a big cut on my chest, and then not let it heal for like 6 weeks.
That sounds like shit.
Yeah.
That sounds like some Unit 731 shit.
Yeah, it was at the university,
Damn.
and I could have got like $1,000 a week just to like go in every week and have them like reopen.
What are you supposed to
the
do with
cut.
your big fucking wound?
Like they would dress it after,
Be-
but they were just like not gonna let it heal for a long time.
What do they learn from that?
I think
His healing factor.
His healing factor.
I think it was like
yeah.
near the end of it, they were gonna like study like scar tissue or something. So they had to put like a big.
Whoa.
I mean, $1,000 a week sounds good,
That's
but
not bad.
For a
The-
cool scar that
having
chicks
a
dig.
Yeah.
giant open wound kind of sounds
And
like
like
shit.
having to go in every week for them to like, like reopen it would be like really
Yeah.
shitty.
Yeah, they're
But
just
yeah.
like fucking spitting in it, just seeing what happens.
Did somebody get a government grant to torture people? Like, what is
I don't
this?
know.
Like that
I-
legit sound. I just like this week found out what Unit 731 was.
Oh, it's crazy.
But that's like like the Japanese going and like, yes, we are doing science experiments on Chinese people to see what happens when we shoot them with flamethrower.
Yeah,
like,
yeah.
Shit like
Didn't
that.
they did one where like they were all in a field at different distances, and then they'd blast them with a flamethrower.
Yeah, and just like shoot artillery at them and see how long it takes you to freeze to death when after you've been dunked in water.
It was like stoners running that unit.
Yeah, and then
Damn.
apparently after the war, like I knew they did this with the German Nazis.
Yeah.
But I guess like the Russians caught some of the 731 guys and just like executed them all.
Yeah.
But the Americans were like, you're fine as long as you give us your data. And it's like, what fucking data could these guys have got? Like, yeah, if you got shot with a piece of artillery, you die.
It's
Like,
also
thanks
funny.
to the
It's funny
science
to do
guys,
experiments like that during war, as if there's not field experiments happening every day.
Yeah.
You can't just get that data from what you're doing already.
Yeah.
But that's the science experiment where they found out that their pussies actually don't go sideways. Right?
Yeah,
They
that
go
was
up
like the
down.
final
Well,
one
I
at
think
Unit
they tested
731.
to see if they could turn a pussy sideways. And
Just put a shovel in and
yeah,
twist.
and I believe the
Just a
results
flathead
were
screwdriver.
you can do it, but the person dies a agonizing death.
You can do it with artillery.
It's like hot wiring a car. You know, you need like a. It's like what Ford truck is it? You can just jam a screwdriver in and start it.
Dodge neon.
I saw a video the other day of two Saudi Arabian gentlemen driving extremely fast on a highway, and then the guy in the passenger seat just reaches over and turns the car off. And it fucking starts skidding and rolls.
Damn. I saw one. It was a guy on one of those like bikes that you rent, like
Oh,
those
yeah.
e-bikes or
Yeah,
whatever.
yeah.
Oh yeah.
But his deposit ran out as he was going, so the bike just locks.
Whoa!
So he just like flips face first.
They
into
fucking
the con.
lock?
Apparently, yeah. If you run out of like your tokens or whatever, it'll
What
just
the
lock as you're riding.
Fuck,
man.
dude.
And he went
Jesus.
face first into the
You would
concrete.
think slowly apply brake.
Yeah, what the fuck? Just lock.
Yeah,
I'm gonna go do that and then sue them.
Yeah, this guy probably has a case.
I'm just gonna go bomb a hill and then pay like $1 to
I
get to
ar-
the top of the hill.
I already look like the after photo.
It'd be so funny if I showed up just like with the worst road rash for the next recording session, but I was a fucking billionaire.
But you had a new jacket.
yeah. I didn't dress like Bob and Doug McKenzie.
Bab and Doog. So yeah, we're at about an hour here. We got any closing thoughts on Fishtank or other things?
I love
Feel
it.
kind of bad. Yeah, it's a Fishtank episode, and yeah, I don't fucking know anything about Fishtank. Never even fucking heard of it.
Everybody in the comments, post your favorite fish tank moment.
Yeah.
No, it was sick. I really enjoyed the part that I saw,
Yeah, from what I was able to experience.
and it was a brilliant masterpiece. I believe it was actually like at least partially like Jet's thing.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah.
So shout out to him.
Great idea, man.
Really coming into his own.
Very cool.
Yeah.
Cool stuff.
Very cool.
Excited for the winter.
Yeah, the winter edition,
Oh,
Yeah.
which I'll actually try and catch.
Who's gonna lose a toe?
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
can't
Can't be
wait.
cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. Were people using that fish toy that would make it hot or cold in the house at all?
They said it didn't work properly.
Yeah, I can't say I ever saw that one. I saw them like the Josie plushie toys.
Yeah.
That fish toy worked. I don't really know if any of the other ones. I guess they had Yelly Letty.
And they would take the bed away.
Yeah.
They swapped the freezer and the fridge the one time.
Oh
Right.
yeah.
Yeah.
Wonder how much money they made off Letty or Josie plushies.
A lot.
One of my favorite mind games was when they told Letty that there was a fish toy to give a plushie to Letty, and it was cheaper than the Josie one, but just nobody was using it.
They weren't normal beforehand, but do you think that like that did damage to them psychologically?
Nah, they're fine.
I think they're
Oh,
good.
They're fine.
I did see that stream, actually. They were talking about it, and Letty was saying that she like almost had a panic attack when she used her phone for the first time. But I'm sure they're fine. I'm sure
Yeah,
they're
I mean,
okay.
Josie, Letty, Lance, and John all seem to be leveraging this into like
Lance
know,
or Vance?
Vance.
Oh, okay.
And Lance, actually.
Yeah, it's hard to tell.
They all seem to be leveraging this into like being fucking streamers or whatever.
Yeah.
They're getting like okay numbers from what I
Yeah.
see. So if they can keep it up, they can probably make a fucking career out of this.
Probably.
The other ones, I don't know if they got it.
Moro
Like
is-
Moro's fucking kind of a big fat loser.
Whoa, dude. Whoa.
Cable television and talked about his.
I was a big time Moro bro, a
Yeah.
Mario bro.
You were excited
on
about
the Moro like sleeping things, but I don't think he's got the juice to really be a fucking
him. No.
Twitch streamer.
What's Simmons up to now?
I don't know. He's back in China probably. And like Sylvia, I don't know what she's doing.
It's a camp season, oddly enough, though.
I feel like I'm forgetting one of them, but I don't know who.
Damiel.
Damiel. Yeah, I don't know what he's up to
Just
either.
being Swagapino.
Just being a swagapino.
I guess he had a kid or something.
Oh?
Okay. That's
Okay.
pretty swag, I guess.
Yeah, when I was looking online, they said
Pretty
like he
swag.
had the reason he had to leave is because he had a kid
Okay.
or something.
Well, it could be an or something.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's
So,
funny.
Yeah, that's Fishtank.
That was Fishtank.
It was good.
Excellent work. Liked it.
I mean, if you missed it, you missed it. At some point, like 8 months from now, there'll be the full documentary style thing. So
Yeah.
that'll be cool and something to look forward to.
Watch
and Fishtank
Fishtank.
too.
Don't watch Beau is Afraid.
Don't watch Beau is Afraid. It stinks. If you want to watch a Jewish guy work through some shit, watch a Charlie Kaufman movie.
Well, yeah, watch anything he touches. He's
Yeah.
great.
Or watch me get through airport security.
Yeah,
watch-
yeah.
Just kinda
watch
getting
Nick
through
McQuick
something.
Get in a
Yeah.
fist fight in airport
Getting through-
security.
Watch you go anywhere.
Yeah. Yeah. Once a week, it's bound to happen.
No matter where I go, it's uphill.
All right, fellas.
Yep. Well, there you go.
There it is.
That is what it is.
We're excited today.
Yeah,
Mm.
contract fulfilled.
Fish.
We said we would do it, and we did.
Yeah, you fucking happy now?
So there you go.
Just being so pissy with them. Yeah, well, don't ever fucking call me a liar, okay?
Yeah.
Oh, can I use?
No.